on Go Live with Lindsey. And I love it. I love recurring guests. Oh, by the way, a few announcements. Hey, everybody, it's Go Live with Lindsey. What is up? Hi, Colleen. So glad to see you. Okay, I'm on Instagram. I did a new little thing today where I'm doing a pre-show on Instagram where I'm like, I had to put on some more lipstick. I had to get my tea ready. And I had to talk about Instagram. So yeah, I'll always be on a pre-show on Instagram. So at the.lindsey.anderson. So what's up, Jamie? I'm so glad you're here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So I got Dr. V in the green room. I would love you guys to come on the green room. Although Dr. V and I could talk for days. We really could. So a few announcements, and this is for everyone. This is for my Instagram peeps, as well as my Go Live with Lindsey peeps. And here they are. Number 1, you cannot miss. Put this on your calendar. Just stop what you're doing right now. Just stop. Okay? Just stop. And put on your calendar 5:00 p.m. PST on Tuesday. Hey, Nadia, what's up? This coming Tuesday, the 23rd of November. That is our very, very last TLC happy hour. Now, hey, Donalyn, Cassandra, so glad you're here. If you've never been to a TLC happy hour, guys, this is the one to come to. And let me tell you why. So it's a 1-hour social get together in the Zoom room once a month, always the 4th Tuesday of the month at 5:00 p.m. PST. If you need the Zoom room link, all you have to do is go to crew.lindsey.tube. But this one's special. First of all, our headliner. I will bring you the entertainment, okay? You bring yourself. You don't have to be on camera. I won't pick on you if you don't want to be picked on. My arm is getting I had a heck of a workout today and my arm was just really tired holding this phone. Okay? Holding this phone. So I will entertain you. The entertainment comes from the amazing, I believe the official name is the amazing Ronnie Barris. Okay? If you haven't seen this guy do his hypnotism mentalism act, you guys are in for a real treat. So all you have to do is show up to the Zoom room at 5:00 p.m. PST. If you needed a link, go to crew.lindsey.tube. Put your email address in, or alternatively, if you're going to hold your email address close to your vest and not share it with me, which is fine, there's a little calendar button. Click the calendar button. You can add it to your Google Calendar. You'll see the Zoom room link, but I hope you'll be there. So first of all, it's going to be special because the amazing Ronnie Barris will be entertaining us. Okay. Number two, I will be giving away my media placement package to some lucky person in the Zoom room that night. You have to be there to win. What is a media placement package? Well, ABC, CBS, Fox, and ABC, CBS, Fox, ABC, CBS, and NBC. There we go. Boom. I did it. We will write up a story. We will send that out to affiliates of these major TV networks. The story will be published and written about you. You can then take those powerful icons and utilize them in all of your marketing. When I my arms just really, what a workout this morning. Tanya, you're right. Ronnie is scary talented. You're absolutely right. I'll be giving away one of those. I typically charge $9.97. I'll be giving one away because when I put As Seen On logos on any of my marketing, guys, everything skyrockets. Part of the reason why people do business with us as online coaches is because we show our authority. And when we are published on major media outlets, our authority shines right through. So you got to be there in order to win. But also, keep your eyes open because next week is my annual Black Friday special for this thing. Now, it's not as special as last Black Friday, okay? The prices do tend to increase a little bit, but it's a really, really good deal considering what I'm selling that package for now. So watch for those emails to come in. We are having a heck of a sale during Black Friday, okay? Black Friday. Cassandra is crying because we are not having a December holiday. No, because it's going to be between Christmas and New Year's. And I'm giving all of we all just wanted to, just enjoy that time with our family. Part of the reason why we're online coaches. My arm is just dying right now. I really need a tripod. I really do. One of the reasons why What was I saying? One of the reasons why we run this online coaching business is for more time, more money, more freedom, more impact, guys. Okay. And part of that, for me anyway, maybe not for you guys, is time. I just want like to unplug during Christmas and New Year's and hang out with the family. Okay. There we go. Don't cry. Hey, Jim, what's up? Jim Fuse is here. My tripod is right there. Right there, Jamie. I am just way too lazy to set it up because I actually thought this was going to be a lot shorter. So, Nadia, I hope you guys can all come. It's going to be really fun. Don't cry. You know, I did float this idea out in the launch circle that we would do some sort of like mailed white elephant gift. Like we would all pick names and everyone would have to mail a little something to that name. It seemed like a lot to manage. So maybe next year. Like I said, I got some personal situations going on, so I got to watch my time a little bit these days. Okay. All right. I'm going to end this Instagram live. And so go live. Okay. You're going to go to lindsey.tube to find this stream as I bring on a couple of amazing guests on Go Live with Lindsey. And don't forget to come to TLC Happy Hour. Okay. Peace out. See you, Instagram. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do Instagram. I think it's a good idea. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it, said the great poet. Who was that? Billy Ray Cyrus? Yeah. Nope. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Was that Billy Ray? Someone help me out. Tanya, my fellow country music lover of the 90s. Was it? Okay. I gotta quiet my Slack. My team is talking, which is great, but I can't really, they're not talking to me. They never talk to me because I am the bottleneck. So, you know. All right. So nobody can help me with those lyrics, huh? Do I have to Google this? Dr. V, do you know who sang that song? Okay, I'm bringing Dr. V on. Smile, Dr. V.
I'm pretty sure it was Billy Ray.
Was it Billy Ray? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
The great poet.
I'm
Tim McGraw.
Oh, Tim McGraw.
Donald, Tanya, I knew you'd come through for me, girl.
See, I have not listened to all those CDs in probably 20 years.
Did you own the CDs, Dr. V?
I have so many now still. Anybody wants some Brooks and Donald?
Oh, man. I mean, Brooks and Dunn sang some killer songs back then.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, I mean, but I still have, it's like my practice went through a bankruptcy, but I wound up dancing a lot, and I still have 7 pairs of boots.
So I did not know that went through bankruptcy. What was like the reason?
Looking back on it, I had way too many personal injury cases and workers' comp cases. And the thing about when you're in business and you're trying to manage your accounts receivable, one of the things is, and even when I was trying to even factor those accounts, it was horrible. Nobody would touch them because you don't know what the term is. A case could settle in 6 months, or as in one case, it took 6.5 years to settle the case.
Ouch. That's
so think about your cash flow.
Yeah, that's going to hurt some cash flow, man.
So I look great on paper. I mean, it's like you've got $500,000 worth of receivables, but some months it comes in at $40,000 a month, and some months it comes in at 10 or 12. But your your rent, your payroll, and everything else stays the same.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, cash flow sucks.
Yeah, so I maintain that to a great extent, healthcare is a broken business model.
I can see that. By the way, if you guys want to come into the green room, you totally should come and chat with me. And then just back on the Tim McGraw situation, like we all remember when we heard Achy Breaky Heart, though, right? For the first time, it kind of blew everyone's mind, I think. Dr. V.
I did spend New Year's Eve with Toby Keith, though.
Well, how did you manage that?
He wasn't as big then as you might think. I mean, he was just hitting the airwaves. And for some reason, the local place called Country Junction in Rockville, Maryland, snagged him for New Year's Eve. So we're all buying up tickets. Why would you not want to spend New Year's Eve with Toby Keith?
Yeah, that's really cool. Now, I don't listen to much country music, like recent country music. Do you?
I don't, not much. A little bit here and there. But I mean, my tastes are so incredibly eclectic. It's everything from EDM to folk to tons of classical, because I played French horn, but not on your happy hour yet.
Dr. V, I'm looking for talent for happy hour. Oh, Tanya, I've seen both Billy Ray and Tim McGraw in concert. What other concerts have you guys been to? I want to know. I haven't been to enough concerts in my life. I'll tell you that.
My very first concert was James Taylor at the Canadian National Exposition in Toronto. And my sister and I saw James Taylor. The opening act was Kim Carnes, who was dressed in a Boy Scout uniform singing Betty Davis Eyes.
Oh, there you go. Wait, I just have one concert story. I swear it's short. Okay. Are you ready for this? My sister was madly in love with New Kids on the Block. They did a comeback tour maybe 10 years ago. They was still 10 years past their prime. Guess who opened? Lady freaking Gaga before anyone even knew her. And then you could not even get into a Lady Gaga concert. I think she's incredibly talented. So that was cool. I've been to a Lady Gaga concert, but she opened for freaking New Kids. Are you kidding me?
Stephanie is very talented.
Is that her name? That's her name?
Yeah, first name is Stephanie.
So Dr. V, what's going on with you? What I know, like I think you're coming into your own these days.
It's starting. It's the connection, the whole consciousness thing like that. But that's a methodology or an awareness as opposed to what people want. People want, you always talk about the big three. They want, money, they want relationships or health.
Yes.
And the reality is that connection hits all of them because you have to connect with your symptoms in order to get healthier, as well as to providers, doctors, others. You need to connect with people clearly in any sort of relationship, and sales is just as much a relationship as it is, dating or anything else. And the same thing is true of finances. You have to be able to connect with the right sources, with the right people, and connect with your own intuition in terms of being able to find those methods and in order to get the right results with your finances. So like for me, years and years, I would never look at my finances. I was just so scared because it was a bad relationship.
It's not helping to not look at that crap, guys. You actually become
more
scared about it. Oh,
it's not going to disappear by ignoring
I had the worst money. I'm so glad to hear you say that, Dr. V. I thought I was the only one. I'm like, I'm not looking at that. It's way too depressing.
Yeah. If I just shut my eyes,
yes,
all go away.
Yes. So I want to ask you this question about consciousness. So did you have an experience in your life that made, and I'm not going to make you share it, but that made you be like, there's consciousness, or did your parents just teach you that there is another level of consciousness? Like what's your take on it?
Yeah. So my dad started taking me to all kinds of seminars and things on hypnosis and consciousness and theology and physics and metaphysics and stuff before I was 9 years of age. So I would be sitting in the back room drawing these little stick men, which you see Bob Proctor drawing all the time, but these are the courses that Bob Proctor took before he became all proctorized. And so we were just pounded with all of this stuff about, that life is much more than you actually see with your 5 physical senses, sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell. You have these internal abilities like perception and intuition and will and all these others. And those were the things that he imbued in all of us. And he also did some pretty smart stuff. Like he wouldn't say things like, "Hey, you," if he's trying to get your attention. He'd say, "Hey, genius." So each and every kid kept hearing genius, genius, genius from the cradle on up.
And I love that.
Very interesting because words have power. And so
that's how Dr. V became so confident right there, guys.
Well, somewhat. I mean, it depends on the situation too. Like, after the first 10 years in practice, I could get to a certain point where I would say, somebody say, well, I have this pain and blah, 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 it bothers me when I'm running and stuff. And I used to cloak it and things like saying, oh no, well, maybe this might work or so. And I got to the point where I finally said, yeah, I can fix it.
Very nice. So did you also have have you had experiences where you've experienced past the 5 senses? Interesting.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, when I was 20, I was taking a teacher's training class for this same group, the Concept Therapy Institute. And I had this experience. I walked out of the seminar. I'll talk about it again some other time, but I went out into, it's Statler Hilton. So I was going out in the center of Buffalo where you see this rather phallic sort of city hall and the McKinley Monument. So I'm in that square. Yeah, if you ever see the City Hall in Buffalo, you'll be like, how could they ever actually build something like that? So anyway, but I went out there and had that sense that really overwhelming sense of how everything fit together, and everything was perfect, from the bum on the street to the backfiring car to
How
this
long
to
did
that.
that last? And
It
was it the
lasted a good.
phallic
It
shape that
lasted a
really
good.
brought that home for you?
Well, no, not the phallic thing, but that's just a reference for where it was. I think it's McKinley Square. So yeah, I mean, Buffalo is famous for things like, they assassinated, McKinley there, and then Grover Cleveland became president. Buffalo has wonderful history like that. But no, it was just that was the place that I was, because I remember it so vividly, how everything fit together. You're kind of one with the universe. There's only one life flowing through all the different forms that you see. And so it's a little airy fairy and woo-woo for a lot of people until you actually experience it. And then you're like, wow, it's like the difference between hearing about COVID and having COVID. It's very different when you experience something. And so, to me, the consciousness, the awareness, that type of thing. I mean, awareness is probably an easier term for people to comprehend, because there's less of a negative connotation to it. Consciousness, people think of it in terms of like cosmic consciousness or meditation or some sort of a Hindu ritual. And if you just say awareness, I mean, shoot, when there's a billboard on the street and you see, hey, call Celino and Barnes now for if you had an accident case. Well, suddenly you're aware of Celino and Barnes. Yeah, you know who these people are. So advertising is just a way of increasing awareness, and so is marketing, for that matter. And so I realize now, and this is coming into my own, as you might have said, that the whole notion of consciousness and connection fits in perfectly with marketing. And I love marketing, as you well know, especially branding and wordplay and all that stuff. So I don't have to abandon that, because I was thinking, I have to, that's gone now. Now we're going to do this. But I think I can pivot and bring marketing with me.
Oh, totally. You can
Which is,
yes.
And I think you have to get away from this black and white thinking, which is like, it's
because
either this or that.
There are people out there that like marketing and like this consciousness awareness thing, and they will come and be like, I love how he's tying this stuff together, because there's a million people out there or more that really enjoy both of those topics and your particular take on them.
And I used to teach hypnosis to doctors, so which is kind of interesting. And all of this stuff on suggestion, was it? I can't remember who it is who has hypnotic marketing, and another one has magnetic marketing, and all these people always try to bring this stuff into marketing.
Yes.
And it's just a way of grabbing attention and then eventually making a deeper, more emotional connection. And so the whole emotional mastery and other things that people talk about, we were doing a lot of that stuff back 30 years ago or so. So I think it's all coming together. It's taken a while to congeal into something that is.
It's going to be great. It's going to be all for a reason, as you know, man. You got big plans for the weekend before I let you go?
Yeah, packing a ton of boxes, because we're moving on the 30th.
Did you found a place?
We found a place. We're moving. We're downsizing from 3,000 square feet to 1,500 square feet. It's like, hey, everything must go. Do you want a 1990s CD of Brooks and Dunn?
Full circle. Full circle. Well, good luck on your move, Dr. V. Thank you for sharing your experience. Appreciate you. Yes. See you later. Bye. Jamie says, my mother said to me once, no matter how, I should have said goodbye, genius, to him. My mother said to me once, no matter how high or hard you fall, Jamie, you always land on your feet. And I always trusted that. I mean, is that not true, guys? Right? Like all of you, because you're here today, means this is true. And just part of life and business. Like that's the thing. I always thought business was going to get a lot easier, right? It's always new level, new devil. And so you'll never get to a place. This was the big thing for me when I hit 40 and I was like, I have everything that I wanted, but I'm still not feeling that great about it. And I need to reevaluate my perspective and what my problem is and all this future thinking that I was doing, and instead say, well, do I enjoy my business, and what aspects of my business do I enjoy? And I'm going to dive into those. And since then, business has been freaking fun. Okay. You do what you have to do, and it's freaking fun. Okay. And then I loved what Colleen said, which is words don't teach. Abraham Hicks, that's a deep track right there. That's a deep track. Okay. I got Bonnie and Colleen on. I'm going to bring my dear friend, Bonnie, who is also in the Content That Converts.me program. I'm going to bug her about a little something she shared in class today. So be prepared, Bonnie. You knew this was going to happen. Hey, girl.
Hey there. I'm always prepared. You know, I have my suit of armor on because Lindsay's always like, you know.
Girl, just last week, Bonnie was like, because Bonnie, you guys, go follow Bonnie on her Instagram. Bonnie, what's the handle real quick?
Bonnie R. Giller.
This girl is killing it on Instagram, and she's having fun, and she's not stressing about it. And maybe I'm putting words in your mouth. You can correct me later. You can elbow me later, but she's like, and it's becoming more effortless and less stressful for her. And the way that I teach it is because she's showing up as herself. She's getting out of her own way and out of her own head and into her own confidence and the freaking awesomeness that she can bring people with intuitive eating, which everyone needs to know about. And she's just being herself, and she's killing it on Instagram. And just a couple days ago, she's like, no one's engaging with me on Instagram, Lindsey. Nobody. Yeah. And then all of a sudden today, she's had a couple people that she's having these conversations with, and it becomes way less stressful. Would you say less stressful, Bonnie?
You know, it's less stressful. It can be fun. It does take time because as I get, you know,
yes,
the way I was doing my Instagram was get a graphic in Canva, upload, bam, done. But that was boring, as you showed
Was
me.
it working? Was it working?
No, it wasn't. It was so stagnant. I was like, you know, but it's slowly growing. Once I started in the, you know, the first workshop you did for Content That Converts back in, I think it was May, and then the first cohort in June or whatever, slowly it's building. It takes time. And that's probably my biggest struggle, like 2 struggles. Number 1, finding time to work on the social media when I have so much else going on in my life and business. And then the second is knowing what to post, how to get so creative. Like this reel that I took
a very first reel, guys. First reel. Go check it out. It's hot. It's sizzling, you guys. It's the best.
Yeah, like totally have so much work that I should have been doing that I didn't do just to get the damn reel up before class today.
Yes. And again, like if you, like I feel the same way, Bonnie, try recording the stuff and then coming back to it later. Like get the recording done. You know what I mean?
And then I got to remember what I wanted to say when I was recording that particular one. You know?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yes.
But in any event, it is getting easier. It's more, certain days is more fun, obviously, than others when I have a little more time to do. But anyway, it's all good. It's good. I'm having fun today because I have new followers. So it's
yes, yes, and you'll get to a place. The other thing I was going to mention is, and in this cohort, we're going to be talking a little bit more about paid ads, so you can get a little bit more gas behind what you're doing as well. So, Bonnie, you have something awesome coming up. What is it? Or you have something awesome going on till Black Friday.
It's happening now. It's my Black Friday special. So I decided instead of, you know, offering it 2-3 days before Black Friday, I'll offer it sooner and just seed as I go along. So if anybody is struggling with emotional eating, and this time of year, honestly, so many people are reaching out. Holidays bring up so many emotions, but throughout the year. So my Total Food Freedom and Emotional Eating and Enjoy a New Relationship with Food program is on a Black Friday special. So people can save $150 if they take me up on this offer. It's the first time I'm offering it at this low price. And yeah, I don't know that I will again any point in the year. I'm seeing how it goes, but it's an awesome program. And people are actually going to get 2 months as a bonus in my membership program.
Guys,
by the Total Food Freedom program, because I know how much support is needed as we're learning to just manage our emotions with kindness, self-compassion, and not with food. And I want to be there to support whoever steps up to say yes to themselves. So they're going to come in for 2 months as a bonus into my membership. They're going to get not just my support, but all the ladies that are in there. So it's awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. And you guys, like, first of all, in the comments, let's see everybody's like comfort food situation. What's happening? What's everyone's picked comfort food? Mine is certainly chips. Always chips. I need some more chips. Bonnie, you are a
ice cream person.
She's an ice cream gal.
Ice cream person. But as I shared in my story yesterday, you know, it's okay to use food sometimes to soothe if it's not your if two things. Number one, it's not your number one go-to or your only go-to mechanism, and you're able to mindfully eat, savor it, and move on, not end up in a binge, a numbed out, zoned out binge, right? So if you have a toolbox of strategies and one of them happens to be food that you might use on an occasion and you stay mindful, then it could be very helpful. That's how I view it with ice cream. So
I love it. I love it. Donalyn and I again are connected in so many different ways. Ashley, Ashley, I don't think you meant it like this, but we should totally eat chips and ice cream together. Yes.
yeah.
Oh, Cassandra comes in with grapes and raisins. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nice chocolate. So, if anybody, can I just say the link? If anybody
do
wants
it, say that. Of course you can, Bonnie. Of course you can.
Okay. totalfoodfreedom.com/special.
So
Simple.
did you get into intuitive eating because you used to be like what's your origin story in like, a minute or less?
Yeah. So my origin story is that I always as a teenager, I always wanted to lose a couple of pounds, like 15, 20 pounds. I mean, that's
more than a couple, right? Wow. Yes.
Like 10 to 20 pounds. Let's go there. I was never satisfied with my body. And then as I approached the older teens, I would be like dabbling some fad diets with my friends. But ultimately I majored in nutrition in college. I had studied abroad and I lost a lot of weight and I was bordering disordered eating-ish, and finally studied nutrition and really normalized my eating and my mindset, and then decided to teach it to people. And, intuitive eating it's really, we're born being an intuitive eater, and it's about trusting ourselves and trusting our body. And that's what I teach people. And so emotions can get in the way of all of that. So emotional eating is, it's just, it's a whole basket of things. So
yeah, I think we can I know I can resonate with that, like a lot. There's certainly been times in my life that it's like the only thing I'm thinking about is what I did or didn't eat. And that just does not feel like what I want my life to be. Yeah.
Anyway, having a more peaceful, calm relationship with food is amazing, and I wish it for everybody who's struggling. So.
I have a quick question for you. Does yoga fall into that? Because part of like yoga is this mind-body connection. Is there any kind of yoga that you lean into, or not really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't teach yoga per se, but I definitely recommend it as perhaps a strategy and just as part of overall taking care of yourself, part of self-care, meditation, yoga, deep breathing, things like that.
I love it. Do you do yoga?
I do not. I do Pilates.
Oh,
I do Pilates and other movement programs, and deep breathing is really big for me. Like when I get all stressed out and stuff, like, I get into some deep breathing. So
very nice. Me too. Bonnie, thank you so much, guys.
Food. That's what I do.
Guys, go sign up for Bonnie's thing. It'll save you through the holidays. It'll help you have a better holiday season because you're not going to be worried about feeling guilty and gross about all the stuff you're eating or whatever, all the guilt and all the other negative feelings. Okay. You guys deserve better than that. Thanks, Bonnie.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
See you, girl. Yes, we are off next week, guys. There's Thanksgiving next week. There's so many things to be happening next week. Okay, I'm going to bring on Colleen and then Cassandra. So glad you guys are here. Colleen,
hey,
aren't you busy giving your seminar, or is that tomorrow?
No, tomorrow. And I'm up in the evening. I'm up at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I got plenty of time to prepare and nap and meditate and do whatever other client attraction things I could do before that. Yeah.
So okay. So first of all, you come across so well. Like you're so confident, and you have good like audio and sound. Like you're just really cool.
That is good. 18 years of being a professional on-camera actress and voiceover artist.
Oh, is that like that's what I'm picking up? Like it's just like you get on and she's like Miss Professional here. Yes, but like in a very approachable way.
Thank you.
So
yeah.
So first of all, do you want to do a shout out? Do a shout out for what you're doing or anything that you want to do, and then I got some questions for you.
Okay. Well, I wanted to celebrate because on Tuesday I was at a practice group, a theta healing practice group. I found a limiting belief, and I'm going to read it so I get it right. it's impossible for me to have income and happiness.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. And I was like, how did I not uncover this before? And it stemmed from when I was a kid and I would get an allowance for doing chores. So anytime I would get money, it was for doing something I didn't want to do.
These dang childhood situations will screw us over at every freaking turn. That is wow. So
but here's the real impact. Less than 24 hours later, somebody booked into my money mindset mentorship program that had been like totally flatlined. Like I had done a whole video series on it, was really excited about it. And I got like crickets, like nobody had responded. Less than 24 hours after I cleared that belief, I had somebody book into it. Oh, and I hadn't been mentioning it. It's just sitting on my website. I hadn't done anything new from it after I had done that video series. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
What does it feel like? So just your personal experience of knowing that you have reached this block. Is it a visual for you? Is it a feeling? And you're like, that's what is like, that is big for me and I'm clearing it. And is clearing it more than just recognizing that you're doing it?
So I'm using the theta healing technique with this, and for this particular belief, I was in a practice group and we're doing a manifesting exercise, and it was this guided thing like, oh, write your list, and get really specific. And I was like, screw that, I don't want to get specific. Like, let's just get like general, right? Because if you listen to Abraham Hicks, it's always about like, get general. Like, what's the feeling? What's So as I was getting general, and I put down income, and that was when I just kind of had this feeling in my gut that was like, wah, wah. Like that's not going to make you happy. And so then I, could go intuitively into finding that. And luckily I had another healer help me out to dig onto the bottom of that about, like why you can't have joy because you were connecting money with doing something that you hated doing or wouldn't have chosen to do. Right.
Yeah. One of the first self-help places I went, the gal was speaking and she was basically like, it's really a popular thing that your fear of making money, which I kind of view it similar to that. Right. And it's like, I have no fear of making money. I just I freaking want to make money. I did not mean to say that. I freaking want to make money.
You can speak any way you want with me, but I realize that there's a broader audience. That's why, on my podcast, we don't swear either. So
I apologize to everyone. That was literally not on purpose at all. It just kind of happened. And so
accidentally on purpose. Yeah.
Not at all. Well, so I view it a lot like that. So do you think this is going to be a big breakthrough for you, like going forward?
I don't know. Time will tell. Like the thing that I've learned is there's always another layer. There's always something else to clear. Sometimes there's more of a nuance. Sometimes my subconscious is really, really stubborn. And it's like, it will get very particular about what word you use. And even though they're synonyms, they're like, no, you don't have that. You don't have the belief with this word. You have the belief with this word. Mm-hmm. So, it is kind of an interesting dance there as well. But I was like, wow, like I loved that I could map the result. Like less than 24 hours later, I got income for doing something that I'm really excited about doing. So cool. So I wanted to celebrate that too, and invite you all to come to the Healathon and follow my Instagram and my Facebook. I got tons of posts about time and clocks and Time Lords and Dr. Strange and all that stuff.
Time. You guys need to go. Like she can make time go slower and faster. Okay,
and that's just one of the things I can show you how to do time.
One of many skills. What's another skill? Give me another skill that's going to blow my mind, Colleen.
Well, I mean, I'll just go for broke here. Anytime we witness a healing, and it doesn't have to necessarily be the modality that I practice, but that can happen in no time at all, right? Things happen in an instant all the time. But most of the time we think of them as traumas, right? Like physical traumas or a financial disaster or a relationship falls apart. And then we fixate on that one time, like, oh my God, everything changed in that instant. Well, what if something really good changed in that instant? If it can go one way, it can go the other. And it's really just your belief, your perception that it can happen that is preventing you or creating that for you.
The guys, she just blew your mind right here on Go Live with Lindsey. Right there. One more time, Colleen, about the Healathon. Wait, That's not what it is.
That is exactly what it is. Yes,
Healathon.
Healathon. Yes. The website for that is healathon.com. All one word, HEALATHON.com. You can get your tickets there. And it's happening tomorrow, November 19th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Let me ask you one more question before you go. I know I was like sending you on your way, but I do have a question. So you have theta healing, you have like Reiki, you have like energy codes, you have like all these different modalities. What like are they all just like the same? Are they just different takes on trying to access the energy?
I guess on a very high level, possibly. I honestly don't know enough of the other modalities to say that they're the same. And a lot of them have like registered trademarks. So they are like, nope, we're this, we're absolutely this. They're branded. So there are different nuances. And again, we're all different as well. Like we may be drawn to different things. We may be a particular method is going to suit us better. And then some of us too search like, hey, this particular modality worked for me for a long time. And then I grew out of it and I had to go move to this other thing. So I love that there's a variety of it. But if you believe that there is, a greater force, if you want to use a little Star Wars-esque thing there, or
I like that.
Something that is greater than ourselves, but that we are a part of, that we can connect with, that we can co-create with, then there are different ways of tapping into that energy. And so although they may not be the same method, they may not even be the same, results or approach, ultimately everything is connected, which is what Dr. V was really talking about. And when you get into that flow, like nothing can stop you, man.
Wow. Guys, mic drop on Colleen right now. Colleen, thanks for stopping by today. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. See you later. Guys, how cool is she? All right. I think I scared some people away with that word. I love you and your potty mouth. Thanks, Donalyn, sweetie. Okay. Sorry again about that. It's definitely a PG-13 show for sure. Okay. So that's it. That's my guess for now. A couple guests popped in, popped out. I take it on a first come, first serve, starting with TLC members. If you want to be a TLC member, you should. TheLaunchCircle.com will help you get your booties signed up for that, okay? Which is twice a month masterminding with me. Tons of my best trainings on how to grow your coaching business for more time, more money, more freedom, more impact. Make sure that you come to TLC Happy Hour happening next Tuesday at 5:00 p.m. PST in the Zoom room. It's going to be fun. The amazing Ronnie Barris will be headlining for us. And watch out for my media placement Black Friday special. You guys don't even know what the price is, but you're going to want to watch your email for it because it's going to be the best price. This thing is, we'll write the story for you. You'll have a whole bunch of modules on how to actually utilize this stuff. It's like not a one and done kind of thing. You're not just going to be featured in the media. You want to utilize this stuff in your online marketing to expound your everything. Okay, to have more of an impact and influence and increase your conversion rates. So I have videos on that, and it's a really powerful program. You guys should consider watching for that Black Friday special. And finally, I actually want to cover one quick thing, which is there's Colleen talking about, John's going to come on. For those who are interested, the Healathon, Cassandra, Cassandra left. I really hope I didn't offend anybody with that word. That was it just slipped out. I mean, it just really did. Really. My kids would be okay. Oh, good. We got John and Kathy. I was going to sign off, but I guess not. So Donalyn says that package has been amazing for me. It does something on the inside too, guys, right? Like if you're struggling with imposter syndrome, it certainly will help with that. Okay. John, I'm bringing you on, my man. Here we go.
Yeah,
John.
I was just. How are you?
Hi.
Nice to see you.
You too. What's going on today?
I just wanted to pop on when you mentioned that and just tell people that they need that package because I have had that package and it does marvelous things for people.
There we go. John just came on to give a testimony. Watch for that Black Friday special, guys. And Tanya was just talking about it too. So, John, I have a quick question. Are you coming to happy hour? Are you coming to happy hour?
Would I miss a happy hour?
Will you tell us a story?
I would love to.
Yes, guys, you do not want to miss this. John tells the best stories, so I'll just leave it to you on the theme because you just have the best freaking stories, right?
Yeah, I'll try to keep the bad words down to a minimum.
Okay. That sounds amazing. John, you got big plans this weekend? What's going on?
Actually, no, it's going to be cold. It's going to be in the 40s. It's going to be rainy. So I think I'll just stay in bed for the weekend.
That sounds pretty sweet. I got 3 kids under 10, so that's not going to happen, but I will be very envious of you doing such a thing.
Yes.
I don't even know what that looks like. I'll be honest with you.
Eventually, the children leave,
Yes.
and then they start having children of their own, and you will get your revenge at that point.
Very nice. Very nice. John, thank you. Come and see John at TLC Happy Hour. He's going to tell us a story. Is there anything going on in your world with the podcast? John is one of the most famous golfing podcasters, in case you guys do not know. He has one of the best podcasts on golf, the Weekend Golf Guys podcast out there. So how is it going?
Well, I told you we won an award last week from a British magazine. It's the best golf podcast in the United States.
Guys, what the heck? He's on the show right now. It's amazing.
We did. I got a great testimonial. Last year, we had a woman on from Louisville, because that's where we are, from the first tee of Louisville. They were doing a fundraiser. They were raffling off a barrel of bourbon.
Okay.
Which is 222 bottles of bourbon.
Okay, it's a baffle. You said a baffle?
A raffle for a barrel.
A
whole barrel. Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like I thought it was called something special. Okay.
But they didn't give you the barrel. I mean, they didn't send you the barrel. You got the barrel, but it was empty. You got to design your own label. They bottled it with your label on it and shipped you 222 bottles and an empty barrel.
Okay, amazing.
But she said, you're the only person, your show was the only show outside of Louisville that we ever talked about it on. And she said, and we got entries from 34 states and 4 foreign countries.
Are you kidding?
No.
Did that blow your mind?
It did indeed.
That kind of influence, man?
I haven't been able to walk through doors for a while now.
Yes. I mean, and you already had that problem.
And here I thought I was hiding it so well.
You really were. It's one thing I like about you, man. Wow, John, way to go, man. Just way to go. I'm happy to know you. It's awesome.
We will see y'all Tuesday.
All right, peace out, John. Dude, how cool is John and his voice? I'm so glad he hopped on to talk to me. Okay, this is a very special guest. My dear friend, my fellow Portlander, Kathy. Kathy, the chakra coach. I haven't talked to you for a while. How are you? Can you present at happy hour? I'm just going to put you on the spot right here, right now.
Today.
Say what?
I look like crap today.
I think you look amazing today. Everybody tell Kathy how awesome she looks right here in the comments, because she's out of her mind. You're beautiful.
Okay. We're just going to forget that this happened.
Can you present something at happy hour if I put you in 3rd place?
Yeah. What do you want?
Emily, will you make a note? We got the amazing Ronnie Barris, we got John, and we got Kathy. Like, nobody else is going to come on live with Lindsey because I'll put you on the spot. Just do something cool. Can you do something cool? You always do something cool and creative. Yeah, look at this gal. What's going on for you today?
Well, I wanted to come on. I have a small funny story and then a big story, but I was catching a replay on YouTube the other day, walking my dog, because you had posted something about check out this person. And I was going around and I lost kind of internet connection. So I said, whatever, I thought it was done. So I stuck my phone in my pocket and I was coming up the hill and the internet connection came back. And then this man's voice that you were interviewing came on and he scared the crap out of me.
That sounds terrifying.
I thought this guy was just coming up behind me. I was like,
That sounds terrifying. Yes, and honestly, if my voice was shouting at you, that would also be terrifying, because
it was the guy you were interviewing.
And so you're just walking along and all of a sudden you hear this guy's voice like right behind you. That's terrifying. I was telling my husband just the other day, like, when you go out for a walk and you're on your own, at least for me, and like I pass a dude, doesn't matter who the dude is, I always have to look back and make sure, like, I'm safe. Do you do that, or is that just me being super paranoid?
I don't do that.
Okay, that's just me. Apparently, I have a problem. I have a problem. Any guy, just like I pass a dude and I'm like, okay, is he following me now? Kind of thing.
Do you do kickboxing? Have you ever done that before?
No, I should. I've watched way too much Dateline. I think that's my problem.
Yeah. You just jump into
I've heard you're supposed to stomp them on the top of their foot and a hand to the nose is what I'm prepared with.
I would knee another place.
And also knee another place. Yes. Oh, Emily says she does the same thing. I'm glad. Oh, good. Because my husband was like, and Anna Lynch, she said, Kathy's way too confident in her skills to care about a dude following her. My husband was like, you do what? What are you talking about?
Comes from a root of something.
Yes, it does. I should probably come and get my chakras cleared so that I don't have that problem anymore. Would that really solve that problem? Could you really solve that problem for me?
Oh yeah, because it comes from a seed of someplace. So something happened when you didn't feel afraid. Because, like I don't. That hasn't happened to me, so I don't have the same response until probably now, walking up the street and hearing the man's voice.
Yeah, now there you go. I created a behavior pattern for you now. So what's going on this week? What do you have? First of all, what do you have coming up? You always have really interesting workshops coming up. What is going on?
So I have a funny story I wanted to share, and I'm like prepping because I'm practicing on your show because I'm actually going to do a live on it, a 2-part little talk, because then there's the second thing that happened the second day. So do you want to hear the first story?
Let's hear it, guys. She came prepared. We are her guinea pigs. We are ready. Yes. We're gonna soak this in. Let's hear it.
First, to the public, like what happened. I Marco polled all of my clients after it happened because it was kind of a message. So it happened last Saturday. I was out walking my dog, my son's dog, who I have inherited now, Archie Fartsy, and I do gratitude walking. So I'm out gratitude walking.
That sounds so nice.
With each step that you take, I teach this to my clients. And in my prosperity workshop, there's a higher level, which I was doing, but I can't explain all that right now.
Okay. With every step, you're just grateful for something new. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay.
It's great practice to do while you're gratitude walking with your pets, right? Because you're doing it. So you're in the practice of gratitude walking. I'm like high on my gratitude. I'm like feeling it. I'm like shouting out the gratitude while I'm walking. And I come around the corner and there's a rainbow.
Yes.
Okay, but backstory, I forgot. Screwed up. This is why we had to guinea pig with you. Before I left my house, I looked at my phone was on my bed and I heard, take your phone with you. And I was like, argued with myself. Why do I need to take my phone with me? I don't take my phone with me. I don't. I don't need it when I'm out walking the dog, right?
Right.
The world is going to be fine until I get inside the house. So I'm looking at this rainbow and I'm like, oh my God. The gratitude is like,
I can't imagine.
And then I'm like looking at I can't believe there's a rainbow right here. And it's like a double rainbow.
Double rainbow. Did you guys all see that YouTube video, Double Rainbow? It went viral a long time ago.
Yes. So then I'm like walking and I'm still like, I can't believe this is right here. Like, it's not even like in the sky. I'm like standing and it's like above me.
Did you take a picture?
Remember? Leave the phone at home. Okay. So I look at it and it's like so clear and it's a whole arc. Like I have never seen a rainbow like this whole arc. And I'm like literally standing underneath it. I'm like, I have to get a picture. So we're like running up. I've got Archie. We're like running up and I had a client coming at 9. So we're trying to walk the dog and everything. Hiking up the hill into my house. And he's like, what? He's all confused. Like, what? Like, I didn't get to do my thing yet. And I'm like running up 3 flights of stairs, grab my phone, back down, running down the street. And Archie's like trying to like stop and just say, I'm like, no, come on, we gotta go. He's like trying to stop and do his thing. I'm like, come on, we gotta go.
Come on, hold it, man.
Black clouds.
Oh no.
No rainbow. And I'm like, Archie drops into position, makes a deposit back into Mother Earth. Because he was like, I'm still like sitting there like, what the fuck?
Wait, PG-13, Kathy. We can only drop that word once, apparently. Ever. Me.
With the refrigeration.
There we go.
So we come back up. Okay, so here's all the morals to the story that day. First of all, hello, intuition. It's not going to be like, Kathy, pick up your phone. Like, it's super subtle because that's how energy comes through. And this is the first sign that it was intuition because, hello, I argued with it. So when you catch yourself arguing with yourself, that is the first hello to stop and listen. Do not argue with yourself with your intuition, because I would love to have had this picture of this rainbow. The second lesson that happened is we all want to look to the physical, right? For the promise. And the promise is always there. But even if you cannot see the promise, even if you cannot see the solution because it is covered by black, it does not mean that it is not there. And it was only there 3 minutes before.
Oh, I like that takeaway.
Minutes. It was completely covered by black. The most beautiful double rainbow I had ever seen in my life. I was standing underneath it. 3 minutes later, I couldn't see it, but that doesn't mean it wasn't there.
I love it. I love it.
The third lesson that happened from this, when we go outside, Archie does his business a lot quicker now. He learned a lesson too. He learned to quit screwing around when we go outside, because his time could be cut short like that, because mommy may need to get the camera.
Wow, you just had quite the gratitude walk that day, didn't you? I love that.
And then because I had the whole high and it's a point that you can go back to when you need it. It's that feeling that you can tap into if you're having a lower moment. Like, no, you can remember how that gratitude feels. So I have that now.
I love it.
So that's the first guinea pig. Next week, I'll catch you for the second lesson that happened the next day. There's follow-up to this.
Guys, Kathy, I can't wait. Will you promise you'll, it's not next week, it'll be the week after, but you promise you'll come back?
Oh, yeah, because I got to test it. Okay, so here's what's going on this weekend. Ready? Close your eyes.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Gem fair. I can't believe you. There's always one in Portland. It feels like it's a very Portland thing, right?
Yeah, but no, this has not happened. This used to be like we would have like 2 a year.
Oh,
and then COVID happened. I think they're like bringing back the ones that got canceled.
Oh, that's nice. Kathy makes these amazing custom pieces of jewelry from crystals and other beautiful gems. So go check her out on the Chakra Coach on Instagram.
Let me know if you want to go to the gem fair with me. It's in Hillsboro this weekend.
I may DM you for that, girl. I just may do that.
I'm only going to charge you $33 to actually get to hang out with me.
Oh, is that it? Oh, is that the going rate now? Send me a bill. Send me a bill. Kathy, give us something inspirational as you leave and say goodbye today.
Remember, when you go outside, just get it done. Quit screwing around.
Yeah, don't be like Archie. Okay, learn a lesson.
Archie lesson. Yeah,
get it done. You
don't have to find the exact perfect spot to assume position. Just find a spot.
Just do it, guys. Thanks, Kathy. See you in a couple weeks, girl. Oh, Cassandra's on. I'm going to bring her on. Cassandra, give me a thumbs up. Are you ready? Are you good? Okay. She keeps popping on and off. I just wanted to make sure we catch her because she is an amazing guest on this show. Hey, what's going on today?
Hey, girlfriend, you look amazing.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Love the makeup application. So
thank you. Coming from you, the most stylish person I know, that means a lot.
Girl,
it means a lot.
You're the one. Okay, couple of things. Sorry about the noise in the background.
That's fine.
Having therapy, so I'll make it really quick. Okay, so everyone, I'm a purpose branding strategist, international speaker, live streaming media coach. Great to see everybody. And my question to you today, my amazing coachness, is two things. It's been a minute since I sent out emails to my peeps. So I need to ask you about how to kind of re-engage with them for me to introduce my little Black Friday-ness, which I'm thinking about doing Black Friday, of course, like everybody else, before Black Friday and all through December.
Nice.
So that's one piece. And then I wanted to ask you about, suggestions on how to kind of re-engage without sounding like weird. And then the other question would be, I want to increase some free options, some ways in which I can increase some free exposure or free strategies to grow my list by showing up on the platforms. I'm thinking about doing like a clubhouse tour.
Yeah.
To getting people on my list. So what do you think about that? Hey, gorgeous Donalyn.
I love it. I love that. Okay, I'll give you my spiel. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So my spiel is this. Number 1, to re-engage the list. Everyone drop your pen. I'm actually going to mute you. Okay, Cassandra?
Okay.
I hope that's okay, girl. Okay. So to re-engage your list, everyone drop your pens. Okay. We all do this with our lists. It's like, we'll send emails and then we don't send them because life gets in the way. And then the typical response from us is going to look like this. Dear list, I know it has been 6 months since I have reached out to you. I promise I will do better. Now, obviously, you're not going to say it exactly like that, but some version of that. We've all done it, okay? And we all feel like we need to do it. I'm here to tell you, do not do that, okay? You're bringing attention to it. Instead, pretend you've been emailing them all along, because that's just how you need to do this, okay? I have been emailing you. Hey, I'm super excited. Black Friday deal. Blah, 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 blah. It's amazing. You guys should get signed up. Does that make sense, Cassandra? That's the only thing you need to know. Just email them like you've been emailing them all along. Don't get into your own head about it. They don't even notice. They're not going to know. This is the best way to go about it. Okay?
Okay, I can do that.
Second of all, when it comes to building your list with some sort of lead magnet or free training or something like that, we all want to do a lead magnet. The number one thing about these lead magnets, guys, drop your pencils, okay, is to have something that is not Googleable. If you go, how to be a better like 10 ways to be a better live streamer, I can go to Google and get that 25 times, 20 million times, okay? It has to be Cassandra's method of getting more live stream viewers, or the Cassandra method of whatever. Obviously, it's not called that, but it has to be something unique to you, and it needs to solve one little teeny tiny problem. Like, I don't know what that, like for me, girl, like you really lean into this faith-based online personality type. And so something like how to, or 3 ways to live stream showing your faith and build your personality brand, something like that, they will be like, yes, I will download that because she gets me, versus super generic, how to get more live stream viewers. Do you know what I mean? Lean into your specialness, which is this faith-based personality brand thing. Okay? That's what they want.
Genius.
Okay?
Genius,
Mic drop.
Genius.
Mic drop. Mic drop. So get it done. Come on, go live with Lindsey in 2 weeks and tell us what it is, will you?
Okay, and you'll be proud of me. I did a TikTok yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Yes. What is your TikTok handle? What's your TikTok handle?
Cassandra Jolliffe.
There you go. Cassandra Jolliffe. Guys, she's amazing. Go follow her. Okay? All right. See you later, girl. I want to follow this up with 2 more quick lessons. Hey, Tim Stone, what's up? No more guests today because I'm overtime, but I want to finish this up with 2 lessons that will help you guys when it comes to those lead magnets. Okay, lead magnets. I've been crapping on lead magnets a lot because everyone's kind of being not creative about it. Okay, they're doing. I can find that on Google. No one's going to give you their email address if they can find stuff on Google. It's just the way it is. So you got to make it non-Googleable. And the other thing is this intimacy ladder. Okay. We got to create intimacy with our online audience in order for them to buy stuff from us. So what is the intimacy ladder? I just did a YouTube video on this over at lindsey.tube. Okay. Here's the intimacy ladder. First is the written word. Okay. You don't create a lot of intimacy with the written word. The second rung on the ladder is going to be audio. So that's podcasting or Clubhouse or just audio, that people will hear your voice. They'll hear inflection. They'll hear your sarcasm. They'll hear your super caffeinated voice like mine. Okay. The third rung on the intimacy ladder is going to be pre-recorded video, because then they're going to see facial expressions and they're going to see you like do all this stuff. And then the fourth rung of the ladder is live streams, because you're sharing space. You guys can hear me accidentally drop the F-bomb, okay? And I can't edit that out. And that's just like showing my vibe to you guys. And when you're sharing space, even though we are not in the same room, we are sharing this time together, and that increases intimacy to the utmost. So as you're building intimacy with your online audience, keep those in mind. So how does that tie in with a lead magnet? Well, a written lead magnet's not going to have like a lot of intimacy built with a client. But if we climb the rungs and we get to pre-recorded video, then that's going to build more intimacy quicker with your online audience and get them to know, like, and trust you, which, as everyone here knows, is the real answer to making more sales, getting more people into our coaching programs and one-on-one sessions, and like all the beautiful things. Okay. So those are the two things. The final thing that I want to educate everyone on, because we've talked quite a bit about Reels. Cassandra popped on and was like, I made a TikTok, is this. I'll just leave it like this. If you're not doing Reels on Instagram, and your Instagram, and I teach this in the Content That Converts.me program, which there is going to be another workshop in January for Content That Converts.me. Please come. I change it every time. We expound it every time. So plan on that in January, the workshop, the 5-day workshop. I hope you guys can come. But is this Instagram wants you to do Reels, okay? They want to copy TikTok. I saw several articles about how Instagram is putting money into a creator fund. They'll actually like pay people to do Reels. That's how much they want to do. So if you're missing engagement and reach on Instagram and your followers are flatlining, you got to do Reels. It's just the way it is. Okay. I hate breaking the bad news to you, but it just is the way it is. So we teach stuff like that all the time in the Content That Converts.me program, where you can learn how to create content from you that's easy, and you're showing up as yourself. So those are little tidbits from me. What else do I want to say? Yes, also very excited about something that's happening. Good, Cassandra. I thought you said TikTok, which is fine. I'm so glad it's on Instagram. I'm so glad. Guys, go find Cassandra on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna go watch that reel. I am very proud of her. Instagram does pay my wife. There you go. Dr. V's wife, who's a very, very skilled Mexican food blogger. I was going to say one thing. Coming in December. Emily, what's that date in December? I have a very special workshop coming up that I hope you guys can pencil in. Okay. If you're in the launch circle, you get the workshop as part of your membership. So Emily, when is that? So it's going to be called, it's a December workshop. It's called Align and Attract .live. Don't go there yet because there's no website, but it's going to be like a 1.5 to 2 hour workshop of how to align your coaching business so that you more enjoy it going into 2022. We're going to be making plans, and it's going to feel in alignment. Here's the thing. One thing that I made a huge mistake on starting my coaching business is I'd get these online coaches and they'd be like, my way is the only way. This strategy right here is the way to grow your coaching business. And maybe even if they weren't saying that, that's how I was interpreting it with every business coach that I had. And so many times I would go to these coaching and do their strategies. And I learned their strategies and I executed their strategies. But so many times they just felt so not in alignment with me, which then in turn would make me very unhappy with my coaching business. Okay. Like it would build up a lot of like feelings in me, negative feelings that I didn't like because I didn't like the strategy. It didn't align with me. And certainly one of my biggest philosophies now is when people come and coach with me, it is certainly not, this is the way it is and how it has to be. And the only way to get to the top of this online coaching business mountain. Okay. It's not like that. There's 5 billion ways to have a successful coaching business. I have learned this from talking to hundreds of coaches, one-on-one sessions in my coaching programs. They have success of all shapes and sizes. It doesn't come with, I launch and then I get a group program and then I have this. No, part of an online coaching business is more time, more money, more freedom, more effort that is in alignment with how you are and how you want to teach and how you want your day to be and how you want to show up. So this very special workshop is going to be happening in December. I invite everyone, if you're in the launch circle, you get it for free. You get it included. It's not for free. Everybody pays for the launch circle. Okay. But I want you to mark your calendars. If you're not in the launch circle, you can go get in the launch circle by going to thelaunchcircle.com. It's going to be awesome. It's December 14th. Emily, was that at 10 o'clock? Okay. Replays available. It's going to be new content from me, how I finally got my business in alignment with me and how I wanted to do crap. Okay. And 2022 is, and when you are in alignment, we talk a lot about energy on this show, because I feel like when you're fighting and resisting things, they don't go as easy. You don't see, you don't see it. It's like a stream. You just like kind of let it flow. And when things flow, then, and you kind of let go of some things, then things start working out a lot easier for you. So that's why it's called Align and Attract, because we want to align your business and attract your customers. Oh, it's at noon PST. Okay. It's at noon PST. Emily, let's make sure that's on the crew calendar, located at crew.lindsey.tube. Okay. Alignment is key. Thank you. Align and attract your 2022. Yes, Emily, that is correct. That is the correct thing. Jamie says, when am I launching again? CTCME, Emily. So that's going to be in January, like the second or third week of January. It'll be on the crew calendar, crew.lindsey.tube. When you live, it doesn't matter if you believe in the energy thing or like anything like that, like just in general, like I learned this having babies. Okay. Maybe this will be a rated R show. Right? With my final child, little Sawyer, I was real resistant because I was really afraid of what this was, this was going to happen. And I wasn't quite ready for this to happen. And so I was certainly clenching. Okay. I was definitely clenching. And that ain't going to get that baby out. I'll just tell you that. Okay. And so the midwife comes up, whispers in my ear and said, this might be TMI for all you guys. It was quite the traumatic birth, but whispers in my ear, girl, you have got to like let it flow. And so taking a few deep breaths definitely wasn't nearly as scary, went a lot better than clenching having this baby. Okay. Although a lot of things happened after that, ended up having to go to the hospital and placentas was stuck in places it wasn't supposed to be stuck. And there you go. Now you guys know a lot more about me than you ever wanted to know, but it's more about if you just accept things the way they are, okay, and just enjoy the present moment, your coaching business can be so much more enjoyable. Ian's home. Hopefully he will make me some lunch. That'd be really fantastic. That's why you're here? Yes. Okay. So Colleen probably puts it better. Cannot fight a river. You must surrender to the current. And then finally, like if you're in your coaching business and you're worrying, this is pretty simple stuff. But if you're worrying about money problems or what's going to happen later or what's going to happen tomorrow, you're actually torturing yourself twice. You're torturing yourself worrying about it right now, and you're torturing yourself when and if it actually happens. But then that goes back to the old thing of how much is it really, like how often does your scenario that you're building out in the stories in your head actually come to fruition? The answer is very, very rarely. Very rarely. Okay. Very rarely. Let that Christmas, he wore his Christmas sweater today. My son, Sawyer, wears his Christmas sweater all the time. Merry Christmas. Clenching when you're trying to make a baby. Oh my gosh. And from Colleen, I would second this since we are a rated R show today. We'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. So you never know. You never know what you're going to get on Go Live with Lindsey. Thank you to everybody who came today. Thank you so much. We are not live next week. It is Thanksgiving, but I'll be doing some stuff on Instagram. So at the.lindsey.anderson. And I guess that's it, kids. It's my lunchtime. It's lunch. So thanks for joining me today. I'll see you kids later.